Welcome everybody, it's wonderful to be here, and I'm so happy to see the incredible participation from across the clubs today at this event. So many people, and what's wonderful is so many fresh faces as well, so thank you for coming. We are going to begin our program. I would like to ask Lion Marquette to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
PBG Bill, will you please lead us in invocation for us?
Father, thank you for everyone who is gathered today. I thank you, Attorney, for giving us all this about today. Father, we ask you that you take part of this service today. Whatever we do, God, we need today, God, to get going on. Our lines here, here we had last year, everything is in you. Father, thank you. We love you.
Amen. Please be seated. I'd first like to recognize our international family. It's wonderful to see you. Sid Scruggs, our past international president, thank you for coming. And your wife, Judy, I think is here. Hi, Lion Judy. I did not see Lions Lacey or Harvey. I'm sorry they were unable to make it today. And I don't believe I missed any other international family, but as Sid was my protocol chair, I know he'll let me know if I missed it. So today is, for me, so incredibly special. I just want to thank all of you for the incredible hospitality that you showed Michael and I on the many, many visits, and we hit every club, 52 clubs, in 3 years. And every one of you is warm, welcoming, served great food, or if you didn't serve great food, knew where to tell us to go, and it was just so much fun. And I couldn't believe the amount of enthusiasm on those rides home, because we would be in the car and I would be talking Mike's ear off about new ideas that came from all of you, and enthusiasm or follow-up that we were going to do. The engagement was outstanding, and I really, really appreciate that. I want to spend a moment here to reflect on our accomplishments, because this has been an amazing year, and that O stands for outstanding, and it really is. First, we're going to talk about membership, the proudest moment for us. We're the only district in the multi-district from 1,045 to 1,065, that's plus 20. And remember, there's a lot of losses because we did lose 2 clubs this year. That's amazing, and you know how you did it? We added 143 new Lions. We chartered a new club, the Scotland County Lions. Are you here? Yeah. We chartered 3 new Leo's clubs. Raise your hands. And one of the clubs that closed is West Montgomery, and we're going to rebuild it because, darn it, we can. So we're going to do that. But even with that, that's amazing. Service. We survived the launch of the new portal. Thank you. It came late. Poor Tony, where's Tony? He was back there training people, getting ready, sitting through beta tests, but you know, it finally launched at the worst possible time, at the end of the year when you're trying to put your officers in. But guess what, guys? It's here to stay. We're going to survive this together. We're still here, and we're going to make it work. And it will, at the end of the day, be so much better. I can see glimpses of that already. 91% of Lions and Leos clubs reported their service. How about that? And in those reports was over 1,150 unique activities, serving more than 160,000 people. Think about that, guys. Leadership. Thank you, zone chairs. 100% were trained. We met that goal. 76% of officers completed their training. Our goal was 75, so we beat it. 31 Lions attended the Regional Lions Leadership Institute in March. District O had the most representation. And we also had our esteemed Barbara and Harvey as facilitators at that. Thank you. We held 10 monthly new member training events via Zoom. Now, some of them, there was nobody, but Barbara and I got a chance to talk. But the first one had 14, so go 14. We're looking for better membership, and I know we're incoming District Governor Judy's got some plans, and along with Barbara, and we're going to make them even more accessible for people. We also held 3 leadership learning seminars for those of you who just want leadership skills, because as Lions, that's why you join. It's not just for the service. It's also to become a public speaker, run a project, and learn these leadership skills. So thank you for that. Between our leaders here, we composed, recorded, and uploaded a portfolio of training to the website, with titles ranging from servant leadership to service reporting guides. That shows the dedication to work behind the scenes, that you can just log onto our website and find things. There are people making that happen. We had 5 guiding Lions complete their certification. 4 of them were immediately assigned to clubs. There was no space between that certificate and their assignment. They're already helping clubs to grow and rebuild, and the only one that's not assigned is talking to you right now, because I'm not allowed until next year. Fundraising. So LCIF donations totaled $20,348. That was 71% of the goal, and that's okay because it's still $20,000. Brighter Vision's campaign contributions is a story. Our goal was $120,000, and the report that came out on the 15th of the month was just shy by about $3,000. And I was a little disappointed, but I was still happy it was a good number. And then I went to visit a club who shall remain nameless unless they want to acknowledge themselves. And they handed me a check for $5,000. Wrote that check and met Carlton, where are you? Carlton and Ann, halfway to Camp Dogwood to make that check go in the bank. So hallelujah, we got $121,328. We exceeded our goal by 1%. We collected $7,025 of NCLF memorials and honorariums. Those are you acknowledging your fellow Lions, whether it's in your club or for the unfortunate circumstances of losing somebody. That was the #1 contributions in the state of North Carolina, and 29% of the total amount collected across the state. You sold $31,060 worth of Camp Dogwood raffle tickets, which is over $5,600 more than last year. Boys and Girls Homes reported to me that they collected from District O $14,730. That's unbelievable. That far exceeds what we gave through our district collection, through the governor's goals. which means there are individuals out there that opened their wallets and made it match their heart, and we thank you for that. We donated $1,328 to clinical eye research, and other donations to the district governor's financial goals kept other programs funded, like the VIP fishing tournament, Leader Dogs, and other NCLF programs. New this year, if you remember, I made a little change and I put a little line item there because I had visited clubs that really didn't want to use the MSU or the KSU, the Kids Site Unit or the Mobile Screening Unit, because they're a small club and they don't raise money and they really didn't think they could afford it. So we put a couple of cents into a fund so that those small clubs now can ask the district governor for funding so that they can do eye screening in their area. And we collected about $700 towards that through the district governor's office. So I used to work at a bank. I'm retired now, but I think when I added it up, it's almost $200,000 that you guys gave this year, and I applaud you for that. That's amazing. Communication was a big theme for me when I spoke here exactly a year ago. And what I did was I wanted to make sure that people would actually read what they were given and not be bombarded, because if we work professionally, that's one of the banes of our existence. So 10 newsletters were distributed, and they were designed to inform, inspire, celebrate, and recognize. We minimalized the email traffic, and we enhanced our social media presence. And we put all of our key documents on the nclions310.org website. Cabinet meeting minutes, bylaws, directory, newsletters, training, photos, you name it. So that you could be proactive and not be digging through 400 emails to find the last one that I sent that I'm referring you to, so that you can go to the website and find the information. So I feel like it's a big win on the communication progress that we had this year. Fun. Did we have fun? There's an amazing group of people here, and I've seen almost all of you at 2 conventions that we had, our midwinter and our state convention, which we hosted. So the teams that were put into place primarily consisted of you, and you know how to have fun. We had some party times at those conventions, as well as the ideas and new ideas that came along. You did a great job, especially a few of you over there. We recognized more than 18, you recognized more than 18 of your own Lions with Melvin Jones fellowships and honorariums. That's the initiative we look for. It doesn't have to be at the district level. If you've got somebody great in your club, what a wonderful way to acknowledge them and further the causes of Lions Clubs International. Most importantly, at every meeting, you made me feel at home. You made us feel welcome, and you provided a lot of laughs. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we can check the box on fun also. So what's the legacy? I'm happy to say that we have fully recovered from the COVID lull. There were a couple of clubs not meeting, but I can say every club in the district is now meeting and is resumed a healthy status. We've assigned strong past district governors to assist clubs in those difficult situations. We have 3 new clubs on the immediate horizon: Ramseur, Randleman, and Marshville, which, thank you, Wayne, there you are. We're getting that off the ground already. Thank you so much, and I'm there to help you. We have demonstrated kindness. When I look at the reports, and I do read them, not all of them, it's a lot. But what is overwhelming to me is how kind we are, how much we have reached out to help each other. You have been model Lions. You should feel empowered to brag about yourselves. Go out, use it to recruit, use it to feel good, use it to re-inspire those members that maybe haven't come back for a while, because you have a lot to be proud of, and I am proud of you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me this opportunity. This has been just about the best 3 years of my recent life. And I mean that. And you know I mean it because this is in faith. I really, really have found so much family and friendship through this. It means a lot. I learned a lot. I have a lot more to learn. And I'm going to continue to do what I can because this team here is an amazing team of up-and-coming leaders. Judy, Juanita, and Jerry is the 3 J's. Unbelievable. They have taken their training seriously. They ask a lot of questions. When they don't know something, they don't assume. And that, I want to be one of those PDGs that I just spoke about, that's strong and is here to help. So please, let me do that for you. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. And now we are going to move on to award. There's a lot to give out, so I am going to ask probably just all 3 of you to go down. We're going to work through something. Is there a portable microphone anywhere? I'll just, okay. I'm going to come now. Hello? Testing. I want to make mention of something. If you turn up your programs on the back, you're going to see Lions that were acknowledged earlier in the year. Some at Midwinter, some at the state convention, and some throughout different events. And if you are here and you are listed on that, will you please stand up and receive an acknowledgement today? These people deserve a round of applause. So Monique, Missy, I have a pin that I didn't have at the convention. It is a New Voices pin, and I would like you to come up and receive this and wear it proudly. Thank you. And Missy? Oh. And Monique also submitted an article that we submitted to LCI for her service project, so fingers crossed that they acknowledge it and maybe it'll get published. Missy, you did the same thing. You received the New Voices on Marketing, you submitted something, and we really hope that you get published as well. So these are extraordinary individuals. Thank you. We are going to proceed to 100% secretary, and I have a few little envelopes. We'll let them, I'll stand behind them. Come on up. First one is Matt Kramer from High Point. Congratulations. The next one is Susan Daly from Guilford Countywide Cyber. What's yours? And Miss Lion Susan Staley, would you please come down from Siler City? The next is from Pleasant Garden, Lion Shirley Chafee. We will announce that Harvey Whitley from Greater Monroe also received it. I don't believe there's anybody from Greater Monroe here, so I'll take it. From North, John Hartzell, would you please come up for being 100% secretary? Thank you. Aha, Dora Paul Sullivan. Paul Sullivan from Dora. It needs a new battery. From Waxhaw, Lynn Frost. Go ahead, Torrance, come on up and accept it. Torrance is the assistant secretary and the club administrator who is representing Lynn today. Lynn is on the screen. Lynn, I'm tugging my ear for you. From Wingate, Lorraine Dupree. And from Aberdeen, where are you, Gary? Come on down. And from Jamestown, Jean Hassel. Come on, line, Jean. And from Sanford, we would like to award the 100% secretary to Glenn Stubbits. Crystal, would you please come here and accept that? Another, well, thank you. And another person who's not here but worth mentioning is Greensboro for Bob Gwynn. Would you like to receive it or? Okay. It would be a surprise if Bob wasn't 100% secretary. He's on vacation and he deserves a well-deserved one. Just for Bob. Thank you. All right, we are going to honor our 100 zone chairs next. I should get them out. Sorry. Now, 100% zone chairs, I guess I could have gone through the criteria. We've been doing this so often, I didn't mention what it meant to be 100% secretary. But it's very similar for zone chairs, which is a lot of attendance at cabinet meetings, making sure you're bringing the message back, filing reports on time. For zone chairs, it also means, ensuring that the district governor team knows what's going on in the club. They're the eyes and the ears. We had 3 virtual meetings throughout the year to also make sure that we were connecting. So all of that was very important. It was a tough role to play, and we have 3. The first is John Hartzell. Thank you for making the criteria. The next is Ted Tozer, Waxhaw, Zone 1. We're used to seeing Ted come up here. He's won this a few times. And the third one is Candy Guy from High Point. Good job, Candy. Come on up. And I will tell you, it's more than just checking the box. These are folks that called me, were cared, really concerned, made sure that they were doing the right thing or that the club was doing the right thing. That care and concern is truly what gives them the heart of the lion. So we're so proud of you. Thank you. I don't think that was the next one. Oh, okay, it is. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I want to recognize people by providing you with a special 1.5 membership pin. And I might have left that up at my table. But I'm going to call your name and you come up. It means that you recruited more than 3 new Lions this year. So let's start with Gary Green in Aberdeen. You recruited 3. Jim Maitland of Greensboro Hamilton Lakes recruited 3. Tracy Ratley of Greensboro recruited 3. Missy Mitt of Macon recruited 4. Missy. Jared Jerry Norfolk recruited 4. Charles Menard. Okay, Charles Menard of Maiden recruited 6. Mark Keck of Julian recruited 7. Terry Briggs of College recruited 8. And there is a tie for 2 people who recruited 9 members. And I'm going to stand next to one of them. And she's standing next to the other one. However, you always have to have a tiebreaker. She got Ron back there. She got Ron to join a club in District I. So even though he's not one of ours, he's still one of ours.
So I'm going to go get it.
So the pin that's being handed out is a special Mission 1.5 pin that was designed for the next 3 years as we attempt worldwide to reach 1.5 million lions. We're currently hovering around 1.4, and it's a big challenge, and obviously we did our part to do that, and these people in particular did an outstanding job. There's a lot more Lions that recruited people, but we just want to thank everybody who reached out and asked a friend or family member. Thank you. Okay. I would now like to bring attention and acknowledge 3 people who really sacrificed a lot of their personal time to start Leo's clubs as Leo liaisons. So those 3 this year, and the heartfelt emotion and the charter ceremonies and the gifts and getting those young people started, this is the life of our future, and we're so proud of them. So we're going to ask first Fanta for starting the very first cyber club, Leo's Club, in Guilford County. Randall Clapp, who started the Southeast Alamance High School Leo's Club, sponsored by McLean. And Missy Mills, who sponsored the Rockingham County Leo's Club and from the Mandan Club. These folks are great. We are now going to present the VIP Lacey and Esther Presnell VIP fishing tournament. Yeah, I'm not always, connecting on all synapses here. The VIP fishing tournament award. We have been very, very generous in our donations to this. And I wish Lacey was here to be able to present these because it's so near and dear to his heart. And I know that this is something that many of you participate in, whether it is through helping a companion go and participate, or if you are just being able to support the programs. So we're going to acknowledge some Lions here who have really been instrumental in elevating the district and its ability to support these programs. The first one is Lion Jarius Gardner. They get a pin, a letter, and a plaque. The next one is Lion Tracy Radley from Greensboro. Lion Randall Clapp, please come forward. Thank you for your dedication to our program. While I'm here, Lion Carlton, would you want to say a few words when we're as part of this presentation, please? The next is Lion Carl Hall. We're going to announce Lion Terry Grooms as well. I don't know if you want to take it to her, or Randall, if you want to do that. Lion Randy Floss of Oak Ridge. Is anybody from Oak Ridge here today? And there's one more, and I kind of know this guy, who does a lot to support the programs, the provision programs, and that's Lion Michael O'Brien.
I want to get
On behalf of the VIP fishing tournament, I'd like to thank District O and all of the recipients for the pins and the plaques. It shows that all the effort and the work that you do for the VIP is very much appreciated. And while I've got the mic, I've also brought one myself. And this one is being presented on behalf of Dr. Lacey Presnell. He saw in the district governors and all of their staff, the council chair and the secretary treasurer, Lacey chose to give each and every one of them the Lacey and Esther plaque. And he was very impressed with them. I think that was a very good gesture on his part, and he was honored to do it. And I think he picked a very good group, because it seemed that this group has been one that stuck together, and all of them have achieved very much this past year. And what I see on the paper at the foundation, I'm very pleased with what they do, and I think it's excellent. And also that we are now establishing a group in the foundation as the leadership and development. We're trying to pattern this after the council. And my son Carly will be the chairperson, and all of his chairs with him from the district will be all of his governors. So I think will be a good group to work with. But did I tell you this was for you? There's your flag. Like I said, the others were on behalf of the district, and we'd like to thank all of you for that. And this one was for Lacey. He was honoring a great group of Lions and governors. So, thank you so much. There's your team. And please do not tell anybody else yet, because I haven't been around to all of them.
Okay. Thank you. There was one, is there anybody from Grace Chapel here? So, Fred Jordan has also received one. So Terry, thank you for coming up and accepting that on behalf of. Thank you. I'm going to make an announcement of award that was given out on Monday. Bob is on vacation, Bob Gwynn, but he's an amazing lion. He's an organized individual, dedicated, and just has heartfelt love for everything that we do. He wrote a manual this year on how to be a cabinet secretary, and he did that because he knew he was transitioning the duties to Susan Staley over here. And as a result of all his hard work, and the fact that he served 4 administrations of governors, Barbara, Paul, myself, Gary, Lorraine, Judy, and Juanita, plus Dale and our spouses, went up and presented Bob with a Jack Stickley Fellowship, which was pretty much the only award he doesn't have. So please keep him in your prayers as he travels and enjoys himself, but I wanted to make that announcement tonight. Okay, we're going to honor Lions next. that with the William L. Woolard Partner in Service. This is, again, these are district level awards, that these are to acknowledge support for the district and also support our NCLF Foundation as an honorarium. And we have several awards we wanted to give out. The first one is for someone who sponsored a ton of new members and demonstrated incredible support for the duties of the first Vice District Governor. We'd like to acknowledge Mark Keck as a partner in service. The next one is somebody that's not here, but she was tireless in her support of helping me gather information for the newsletter and really never missed a chance to just say, what can I do to help? And that is Morgan Fadley of the Siler City Club. So we're going to acknowledge her as a partner in service. The next one is another amazing partner in service who not only has already been supportive of the district governor's team, but is going to continue to be for 2 more years. That is Lion Ann Garner. Thank you so much. You're in for the ride of your life. Ann was also our hunger chair this year and did a great job of giving programs alongside her husband, who was the environmental chair this year. And the last one is someone who stepped in with grace to handle the responsibilities, the enormous responsibilities that occurred due to the loss of a fellow Lion in their club. Did an amazing job, and we'd like to acknowledge you, David Gerken of the Sanford Lions Club, for being a great partner in service.
Wow.
Now, we also have other fellowships, and they're all designed in one way or another to help our community that services our VIPs. This one, however, is focused on the well-being of Camp Dogwood, its health, and its all the expenses associated with it, and that is the Sidell Scruggs Beacon of Hope, and so we would like you to come up here and do these presentations with me. Come here. Okay, I'm going to give them to you, and you get to read them, okay?
Okay.
The first is someone who just is at every event, always offers to lend a hand, has been tireless in making sure that the club and the district have succeeded, and that person is
Candy Guy.
This is the first level, the lighthouse level. Thank you very much, Candy, for all that you do. The next person is someone who really stepped up amazingly after he retired. We always saw his leadership potential, but he was a little bit busy. Now that he has definitely transitioned that work into Lions, and especially in the starting a new club, we'd like to acknowledge
Wayne Courtney.
I don't know if the next person is here. It's from Broadway. Is anybody here from Broadway? Aha! So, Broadway has a member that is one of my favorite people because she kept me in line through all the conventions. She also leads an amazing club that does a lot of service. I would like to present you with this lighthouse.
And this one goes to Kim Smith.
This person isn't here, but in an environment of recruiting, you couldn't be helped but notice that someone who just joined the Lions Club this year also recruited 6 members. And it's really been very, very active in the Mayadin Club. We'd like to present this award. Please do it on his behalf to Charles Menard. This person also has just been amazing in the terms of service projects. When I talked earlier about leading from the heart, these are the ones that like really move me, the ones that are really reaching out into the community and absolutely touching the lives of the people that we say we want to touch. And so we are giving this lighthouse acknowledgement and fellowship to someone special from the Guilford Lions Club.
Vanta Dorley.
Another great lion, one that I think a lot of you know, who is tireless in ensuring that the community in and around Greensboro is meeting the needs of their people in need, and also the blind community, and is very instrumental in the blind bowling that we got to participate in during the state convention with our Vice President Mark Lyon. We would like to present this award to
Cookie Peely.
I'll also mention that the High Point Club hosted our second cabinet meeting where I was like 2 hours in traffic on 85, but got there and she made sure there was so much food, and her and her team. So it was a wonderful host. U.S. President have really done a great job. Thank you so much for that.
She was also very instrumental in helping me get the alligator so that the governor could roll the ball straight.
Another person who has led his club in so many ways to ensure that they have learned a lot, they have attended training, they have gone above and beyond to ensure that they are going to be the best Lion that they can be, even already letting me know they're signing up for training again next year to learn more about what it means to be a Lion. We are giving this lighthouse to
John Hartzell.
He's running away with awards tonight. Here's another wonderful, wonderful person who is always to be counted on. Volunteered to be a chair, maybe, and not that reluctantly, it kind of came out of the blue, but has done a marvelous job as a district chair, always helps with the conventions, always has a smile on her face, and we couldn't have done certain things that we tried to do and push forward this year without this person. From the Guilford County Women's Wide Cyber Club,
Meredith Mitchell.
So there's one more, so I'll just make the announcement that we are also acknowledging Jamie Lockhart for his just tireless dedication to LCIF as the chair. It's a 3-year commitment. He traveled to headquarters for training. He has done so much. He was always on the phone with me, just saying he was doing the best he could to inspire people, and he really did. So we're very proud of Jamie, and would you like to accept this on his behalf? Thank you, Barbara. Pleasant Garden. Thank you. That is it. That was a lot. And you know, you have to understand those are all made possible through the generosity of this district. So your support of Judy's governor's goals next year is very important because it's acknowledging, but it's also funding. Thank you for keeping these programs healthy. Okay. That's not, no, not yet. I want to give a special acknowledgement to somebody because it's their first time ever here. Kim and, is that Kim Driggers? I'm sorry. Who's from Scotland County?
Melissa and John.
Melissa and John. Melissa. So Melissa, stand up, and John, stand up. I want everybody to give a look to Melissa and John to say, welcome to District 310. We have charter night on Monday, and I can't wait to see you, but this is a gift in advance of that, and an acknowledgement for all the hard work that's being done. Thank you so much. Okay, we are now moving on to is that the next one? No, that's not this. Yeah, put that back. The way I wanted to organize this year is I wanted to do the individuals followed by the clubs with a couple special things at the end. So the next is going to be NC Lions Ambassador, and if you would like to come back up, Carlton, I'd love to have you. We're going to do, let me tell you which one to do first. So So go ahead and explain the award.
The ambassador is an award that came up, it's been about 4 years ago, that is kind of supplement the right of vision. It's not one of those that takes away from it, but it's money that's used in the same direction. And it has been very beneficial. It has been an award that everybody loves. So we like to keep that going. So that money does go to use that camp as soon as it comes in. So it's not something that waits. So we appreciate all of the awards that you get. And this one is for Tony
Ciangetta. Tony has been our GST chair and just an incredible friend. We've been working so well together. I had to talk him into the job, to be honest. But
We can put some. Thank you for all your
That's right, we're born on the same day.
okay, I'm going to just say a few words about this next person. When you talk about tireless hours and really dedicating, this has turned into a full-time job for several of you, but this particular individual more so, because whenever I really ran into trouble or needed something, he was one of the people that I would call. And he's been tireless. He's a guiding lion at one of the clubs. He's been running the MSU van. He's been just running his club as president, and he's done an amazing job. And this is going to
James Maitland. And actually, it's the KSU car. When you say MSU, that's Brian.
Sorry. I'm allowed to make
I understand he's beginning to get busy in Stanley County. Something's coming up.
So this is another one of those people that just everybody knows because they're involved in everything. And when we talk about this person, it always has a smile on their face. It brings a smile to your face. But in particular, this person also has gotten so many of the accolades, however, does not have this, and we really feel that this is one of the best ones because of the amazing support of North Carolina Lions.
And this goes to Susie, make me some chocolate daily.
I couldn't give you another precious
I'll get another piece of chocolate for that one.
There's one more, and this is very personal to me and should be for the district, and I know it is. There's someone that was like on speed dial for like 4 years, not just 3. This is somebody that has been my mentor and really brought me into the Lions of North Carolina, because as you know, I transferred in from Connecticut. And because this person's not here, I'm going to present it at his own meeting. But believe it or not, this person did not have this North Carolina Ambassador Award. It's Harvey.
Harvey Whitley, past international director. And I'll tell you a little bit addition on the ambassadors. They used to give the pen, and a lot of people, because of the stickly and the all of the others, you got a plaque along with it. Some of them you get the pins up to the maximum, then you get the plaque. So we decided that we needed to do something else for the ambassador, so we decided to start giving the plaque out for an entry level, and then we got all of the progressive beyond that. And I think the folks did a beautiful job on that plaque. It's great. It does good things. Like I said, it gives us something to do that we don't have to go back and ask you for some Brighter Vision money. When you give somebody this, the money goes for the same thing. It helps the camp. It helps all of the programs and services. So we thank you for all that.
Thank you, Executive Director Carlton. Thank you, everybody. We now are going to present Melvin Jones Fellowships, and as I learned early on, Melvin Jones Fellowship is not an award. It's actually a premier recognition, because this is something that typically, I mean, because of the amount of money that it takes, it's a $1,000 donation in order to be able to receive a Melvin Jones Fellowship. As I mentioned earlier, I believe there were 18 clubs or individuals that were recognized by clubs, whether it was a progressive or progressive meaning more than one time in their recognition. So it is a real honor to receive this and to be part of that fellowship and be honored at LCIF as with their name and acknowledgement to that. So we have 3 to give out today, but we don't have the plaque. So we have a plaque pseudo template that is going to be for the pictures only. It does take a long time. LCIF probably has been in turmoil since the portal went out and everything else. So, but as soon as they come in, we'll be handing them out. I'm going to have you say something.
This person has stepped up. It takes some convincing sometimes to work with this person. You'll get a call in the morning before you ever get out of the bed, because they get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So at 4 o'clock, you'll get a text. If you don't answer the text, no later than 7 o'clock, you're going to get a call. She takes her job very, very seriously. She has a ton of questions. She keeps everyone in our club on our toes. She makes sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. And as district-wide, she's going to do the same thing. Would Susan Staley please step forward? Oh my gosh, y'all make sure you get a picture of those tears. Because I promise you she'll get me tomorrow.
We'll be called at 2 a.m. tomorrow.
So the next person to get the spin is going to be a progressive Melvin Jones. She has been my mentor, my confidant, and I call her all the time or text her. If I don't hear immediately, I'll give her a day. But I appreciate all that she's done. She is in every committee. She is leading our training. She has done great things with the training. I think all of our new leaders have really been able to step up, and this Melvin Jones Progressive Award goes to Maya Barbara Thompson, past this proposal.
There's one more, and this person has been by my side for a year and a half, always saying, what can I do to help? What leadership skills can you help me with? Or what do you know about this club? And then also teaching me a lot too about, because they are very ingrained in their community and with many Lions Club. This person stepped up to be a governor. And I'm very proud to give this to Judy Keck, my friend. We're near the end of the individual. We're going to give out presidential awards. And these presidential awards are the 4th highest award that can be given by Lions Clubs International. These people the recipients are people who have been deemed to have been acknowledged to be really thoughtful in promoting really the ethics, the purpose, the causes, the mission, and the goals of Lions Clubs International. Don't you love my trusty helper back here, Dan? The first person is someone who I also spent a lot of time talking with, would give me a full hour during their workday to answer questions and help clubs and do everything they can, which was traveling all over the district to make sure that our district was a premier example for Leo's clubs, and we would really like to present this to Lion Mark Gaylord. He also takes good pictures. Puts a newsletter. This next person has been tireless in ensuring that clubs within the community that he is participating in and active in have been meeting all the requirements for club excellence, have been meeting all the requirements for the district to be able to push them to get 100% club, to be able to push the secretaries to get 100% secretaries. And he has really not failed in that mission. And he has always done some very thoughtful meetings, brought programs to bear at the zone level. And for that reason, we are giving this presidential certificate to Lion Ted Tozer. So the next person isn't here, but we want to acknowledge another great zone chair who really right out of the box stepped into the zone leadership role early due to a vacancy and took on that role and did some amazing stuff, especially helping with some clubs that were in rebuilding mode, doing some reconnaissance missions for me, literally driving by addresses to see if people were meeting, and just has been a pleasure to work with, presented at the district convention on programs related to our kindness project, and that person is Louise Uzio. So we'll present that to her. Is there anybody from Reedsville here? Okay, so Clara, come on up. Well, Clara's from Eden, but because of Lion Louise, y'all. Okay. Thank you. Oh, Sid has it.
On this next award, oftentimes we see people receive awards And we never see the hard work that goes with it. We just see the recognition. And oftentimes, recognition really doesn't say enough about the work that's done behind the scenes. And so I have asked the governor, I said, I want to present one on behalf of the international president to some individual that you may not see them out front, but they are like the story of the duck. You see the duck, but you don't see the feet that are paddling underneath to keep the duck going. And this certificate of appreciation has been awarded in recognition of distinguished achievement in fulfilling the mission of Lions Clubs International, and to affirm the appreciation and gratitude of the association, I have hereunto affixed my signature during this Lions year 2023-2024, and it's signed Dr. Patty Hill, International President, with the theme Changing the World. And this goes to an individual that is like those duck's feet. He's been keeping the duck moving and moving in the right direction. And this goes to Lion Michael O'Brien.
We've got a few more to go. Should we take a little bio break for 5 or 10 minutes, or just keep going? You let me know. Keep going? Okay. We are into club awards now. I'm going to first start with the best marketing. Marketing was a new initiative, and it was public facing. So the point being, this is actually, from Dr. Patty Hill. We really need to advertise it. So what I'm looking for here is I scrubbed the internet, and I told you this a year ago, that I was going to Google search you and see if I find you. And if I find you, would I want to join your club? And if I want to join your club, do you have contact information for me to find you? So those are the general criteria. I was looking for some activity where you were posting at least one post every 2 months, which I think is really reasonable, especially in this low attention deficit society where you need to bombard people. So we hope to increase that regularity and increase the presence. So there are 3 categories for clubs. There is those that are under 15 members, or those from 15 to 30 members, and then those are above 30 members. Those are categories A, B, and C. So for category A, the certificate for marketing award goes to Julian Lions Club. Well, hello, Mr. Cat. Good to see you. Good showing here. Excellent. Look at all these new members. Congratulations. For category B, the award is going to the Waxhaw Lions Club. Come on up. Don't be shy and move a little faster. Come on, Johnny, be standing. The whole club. Congratulations. For category C, it is the Sanford Lions Club. Come on up. I think there's a few of you. Yes, there you go. Ed, Sid, do you want to get in this picture?
You've been in every one, you might as
Okay, the next is the best service group. And this was a wonderful combination of working with Tony with the statistics, pulling reports out of the new portal. I literally needed to work on this until like the last minute because of the difficulty it was to get some of the stats that we used to get. But the numbers don't lie. So for best service, group A is going to go to Greater Monroe, but since there's no one here, we will present that at a zone meeting. The next best service, group B, is Pleasant Garden. Thank you very much for your great reporting. You should all come up. You should all come up. Come on, Johnny. Is Barbara here? Oh, well, we might want to do a re-shot of this later. No, it's not. Charlie does a great job. I'm telling you, I was at her meeting and she hands out a form to collect the hours and the requirements, and she makes sure that everything gets entered in, so you've done a great job, Charlie. Come on down.
I had to help my husband.
Best service. And best service, group C, we'd like to acknowledge Sanford for their ability to report a huge amount of hours. Come on down. They're all working. Yeah, as part of their service, they're, serving lunch. So.
Come on now.
Good job. Okay. We're moving on to membership. Membership growth. This club grew by 18 people. They started the year at 4. We really appreciate Maiden. Come on down. like one of those race cars that goes from 0 to 100 and like, boom! That's what they did here. Are you the only one here, or is Chaz? He's outside, okay. All right, no trouble. Great job. And just so you know, you won't be in Group A next year. The next is Group B, membership growth, plus 11 to the Waxhaw Club. Come on, guys. So the way it works is this. You're going to all come up and get it when it's a club award. So you're all here, you're representing, and all of you had something to do with the award. So. And remember we were talking earlier about some clubs saying it's hard to grow. Maybe my goal is only 3 members. Maybe my goal is only 2 members. This is an example of you can really, these clubs are examples of how you can really grow. Good job. Good job, thank you. And then membership growth group C, no surprise, because they started a branch and they working really, really hard. They worked really hard and they got those people to recruit people so that we have a club. So Aberdeen, will you please come down? You had +7 for your club. Numbers don't
More than one person, come on.
Anybody else want to stand with Gary, or is he like, yeah, a little Thank you. You should be inspired by these because I sure am. Okay, I'm going to do some verbal recognitions. These are clubs that have all grown this year. Maiden. I'm sorry. We already talked about Maiden and Waxhaw. Coleridge grew by 9. Siler City grew by 9. Julian grew by 7. Aberdeen was 7. We talked about Liberty 3. Northmore 3. Oak 3. Reedsville 3. Norwood 2. Oakboro 2. Pleasant Garden 2. Sanford 2. Asheboro 1. Broadway 1. Candor 1. Guilford Cyber-Whites. Countywide Cyber 1, and High Point 1. All those clubs deserve a round of applause. Give it to we are going to distribute a certificate of appreciation to folks that went out during the volunteer week and helped clean up Camp Dogwood. These are certificates that came from Camp Dogwood. So when I read your name, please come up. We'll do one photo for all. First is Chris Headley, Judy Headley. It says, let me read it, in recognition for their exceptional dedication and selfless contribution to NCL of Camp Dogwood, for the blind and visually impaired through their tireless efforts and unwavering commitment. You've made a profound impact on the lives of others. Jim Hood, Wadesboro, is he here? Lorraine Dupree, Dale Dupree. Carl Ernst, Barbara Ernst, Jim Thompson, Juanita Brown, Barbara Thompson, Tammy Harris, Jared Harris, Brittany Cook, Judy Butler, Jimmy Butler, Ken Stein, Bill Selby, Phyllis Marth, Paul Marth. Michael Tyler. Kim Tyler. Mayanis Burrows and Torrance Burrows. Lynn Frost. And some of them were distributed at my club, so we'll acknowledge you as well. Thank you for your help. So please come here. We'll give you the certificate, pick up your certificate. We'll do a quick group photo at the moment, and then we'll, okay. Yep. Where do you want to give it to them? Why don't you give it to them? You're pre-certified. If you're pre-certified, you're allowed to come up.
That way. Face the camera. Face the camera.
Move over a little bit so I can see it. There you go.
Very good.
So speaking of Camp Dogwell, while they're making their way back to the chairs, we always acknowledge the two different awards. One is the club that raises the most money for Camp Dogwood through raffle ticket sales, and then the one that has the most sales raised per member based on the starting membership of the club. Here, the certificate for total Camp Dogwood support, it was in the amount of $3,320 raised. It was, that is for the total support. That award goes to Sanford Lions Club. And the Camp Dogwood support per member at 14.35 books per member goes to Jamestown.
Or 24 ounce cups. No, that melted. That melted, yes. You can use another cup. Take it. No.
Good job. We are now going to acknowledge Brighter Vision support in total donations and then total per member donations. The per member donation winner is Harborough, who gave $5,000 and only has 3 members, so that's $1,671 per member. That's amazing. And the total support for Brighter Visions, come on back, it's Sanford at $15,012. You're just getting your picture taken. We're now going to move to the 100% Club Award. Now, this criteria, again, was pretty tough this year because we changed the criteria. It used to be based on, presence at, most people present at district places, but we were really, again, much more focused on marketing because that is the key to our future. So for that reason, we may not have as many clubs make the cut as would have liked because they made a lot of other criteria. So for next year, I would encourage you, market, market, market. I told you before, be proud and brag about yourselves and make sure the world knows how great you are. So the 100% Club Award, I'm going to call them all out, and I'd like you to all come up. We'll do a group shot, and if you want an individual one, just let Coy know. The first is High Point Lions. Next is Greensboro Host. Next is Waxhaw Lions Club. Next is Siler City. Next is Sanford. And next is Guilford County-wide Cyber Club. Great job making the 100% cut by all that you've done. Thank you. So come on up, and we'll get a group picture here.
Yes, ma'am, please.
So next, we're going to, getting that, right? 52 clubs up here. We'll need to add another hour to the ceremony. Okay. We are now going to recognize the most improved club, and we recognize them with the trophy.
Because the less hair, not get it.
This is club, I kind of already gave it away. Started with 4 members, went to 18 through incredible recruiting. Started a Leo's Club, did amazing things, market. So Mayodan, you have been chosen as the most improved club of the district this year. I guarantee you it's going to be on their Facebook page before your drive home tonight. These, okay. So there are certain clubs, I'm just going to read this out, come and get them now or later. If you're a first-time Beacon of Hope recipient, your club gets a patch. So we have patches for Mayodan and patch for Broadway. So please come get your patch, or Judy will deliver them. There's also 2 more envelopes somewhere around here for Woolard for the same reason, if you're a first-time partner in service. So. We'll find them. They're in here somewhere. Okay. They were in there. Nope, see, I knew they were in there. I packed it. So Northmore and Julian also get a patch for theirs. Thank you, Judy. Anna. So, this next is a recognition of tireless service. You don't even have to call these people to help. They just show up to everything related to the district. I personally, I don't know if you read my new bio, but I did add in there that I do enjoy scrapbooking. Scrapbooking means pictures. I love all you people that send me pictures. But the person who sends me the most pictures is Coy, and I wouldn't get them if it wasn't for Clara. So thank you. I have an appreciation certificate for both of you. Somebody else is going to have to take the picture, but I got to tell you, I'm going to have about a 500-page script at the end of the day. Does anybody know how to use a camera?
Come on, Bob. I heard that.
This just goes to show you how hard this job is. So there is another special award I want to give out. I'm calling it Mr. Governor's Appreciation Award. It's in recognition, and this is a personal thing for me, because when you sign up to do this job, you need the support of a lot of people. And there is no one more important to you than your own club. And I would like to ask the past president, Joy Koziel, to come forward and receive a recognition. And I want to, come here, Joy. This is a woman who made sure at every meeting, people knew everything that was happening in the district, that our club read every newsletter, that she even asked if we wanted a fundraiser for some of the expenses to get covered. She has been by my side, my friend, and has been so instrumental in everything that she has done, and I just adore her. She's also recently been named one of Union County's 100 most powerful women. So, this next is a gift from me as well, for someone who I don't know what I would have done this last year and a half without them. Speed dial doesn't begin to say what it was, and I just really can't believe how much I learned in terms of style, feedback, good, bad, indifferent, a true friend, a true brother. I would like Gary to come up, because I said to Gary at the beginning, please don't leave me. And I realized PDG means please don't go. So a lot of what you think I may have accomplished this year was because of this man. When somebody has every award known to mankind, you make up one.
It's bubble wrap.
I was afraid he was going to drop it. I can't drop it. This is how much you mean to me. It is custom made to his face, his hair. And I want everybody, it's tie, his green jacket, and mostly it says, where are you going to put that?
Gotta be honest. Hard that. Right next to Jill's jewelry.
I'm reintroducing an award that we used to do years ago, but haven't for the last couple of years. And that's because it's a person that's absolutely worthy of this. We're reintroducing District Lion of the Year. And this one was almost a no-brainer, even though many, many, many people have stepped up in the role. But no one has stepped up more, in my view, over the last year and a half to really drive recruitment, to drive vision screening, to drive goodwill, to take training, and to learn and be participating in everything that our district does. So I would like to present a plaque for District Lion of the Year to my friend, Juanita Brown. So I know you're ready to eat, but there's more. There was a moment only about 2 weeks ago when I was not going to give out a Club of the Year. I'm going to tell you that it was an extremely hard decision to distinguish among them. And I actually told Judy and Juanita, I said, I'm not going to do it. And then I prayed on it a little bit, and I said, you know, you work really hard. We said we were going to do it. I talked to Gary because he's on speed dial, and he says, and through very thoughtful analysis, because after all, as Tony knows, I'm an engineer, I went through all the criteria, but I also looked at the bigger picture. What is the most impactful club to this district in terms of support? What is the most impactful club in terms of serving their community where it's most needed? Who drives membership? Who has shown remarkable dedication and growth? And yes, it's true, a lot of clubs are going to meet that. But there was an edge with one club, so I did decide to award Club of the Year, and I've decided to award it to the Guilford County-wide Cyber Club. Congratulations. Will all of you please you guys are awesome. So much. All these special. One of the things that impressed me was the percentage of members that participate in all their club services. They all come up with individual ideas and execute them. Very proud of you. We can do this later.
There she is.
Come on!
Are you in this? Hey.
Thank you, everyone, for an amazing year, and I appreciate all of you. We are now, is there a lunch announcement? I'm going to hand this over to I thought Lorraine was you.
Does everybody have a meal ticket? If you do not, please see me at the back table. And then after Nelson speaks, I've got one more thing I want to say.
So everybody understands, one meat protein, first time through line, one meat protein. For those who have dietary concerns, I have rotisserie or baked chicken, and there's a little bit of salmon. For those that have no concerns, eat as much cake as you want. And just so that I can make some money off this deal, I have some stuff back there that people gave me for Christmas gifts that I do not want. I will raffle it off. The flowers on the table, you can buy a raffle ticket, you can take them home with you, they can die at your house. Okay? The orchids, I got from a friend of mine in Chatham County, I have his business card, and I will take care of them if you win them, okay? And I'll tell you the rules of the raffle, and I need every last one of you to buy a raffle ticket, okay? Thank you.
And before I hand this over to Bill Womack for the blessing of the food, I want to ask our speaker, Sid, past President Sid and Lion Judy to go first, followed by our district governor, immediate past district governor, and then the other current or the soon-to-be current officers. And then I will release you table by table so that we don't get a rush. And again, one more thing, please be respectful of those who follow you in line.
I'm gonna let you never go first.
Then he goes last.
Okay, I know everybody wants to eat, so I'll make this short and sweet. Bow our heads, please. Heavenly Father, again, as we come, Lord, we thank you for the morning that we've had. We thank you for all these awards that have been given. And God, we just thank you for working through the lives of us as Lions, that we can help those, Lord, that are less fortunate than we are. Now, Father, as we bow our heads, we want to thank you for the meal that's been prepared. I bless it to you. We bless it to our bodies to your service. Father, we thank you and love you. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Okay, our immediate past district governors being rebellious. District Governor-elect Judy, your family, would you please go? Then First Vice District Governor-elect Juanita, and your guest. Then Second Vice District Governor-elect Jarius and Ann. If you will go through the line and get your food, and then I will pick it out from there. Who will pay me the most? Anybody want to go for $25 for Brighter Visions? Hey, I'm trying. Carlton, I'm really trying. Carlton and Ann, would you please go? And despite what I said, this table goes next. Yes, Line Susan, I'm sorry. Cabinet Secretary-elect Susan.